This episode is brought to you by Farmers Insurance.
Moscow says the UK is escalating the conflict by promising to send depleted uranium ammunition to Ukraine. Russia highlighted the devastating health consequences for civilians and military after they've been used by the West in Yugoslavia and Iraq. Award-winning journalist Seymour Hersh shares new details of the Nord Stream pipeline sabotage. He says Germany is helping America hide the truth. And tensions between Israel and Palestine flare as Israel bans a Palestinian radio broadcaster and interrogates its journalist. Coming to you.
This is our turf. Echo, power on and on.
For 25 years, Consumer Cellular's goal has been to provide wireless service that helps people communicate and connect. We offer a variety of no-contract plans, and our U.S.-based customer service team can help find one that fits you. To learn more, visit consumercellular.tv.
Some things just make you feel more alive than others. Like the rush of adrenaline from an SUV that roars from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. Jaguar delivers that thrill every day. The F-Pace, how Jaguar makes an SUV.
Will Turkey ratify Sweden's NATO membership? Stockholm says it can't fulfill all Ankara's demands. As the bloc's membership requires unanimous approval, what would make Turkey change its mind? And what does all of this mean for NATO's future? This is Inside Story. Hello and welcome to the program. I'm Mohammed Jamjoom. One of the many fallouts of Russia's invasion of Ukraine has been that previously neutral Nordic countries...
All right, so now let's check the dual stereo speakers tuned by Harman Kardon. Now today I got something special for y'all. I got a new sound test video by my man Rob Beatdown Brown. All right, sound check for Floss. If you want to learn how to play drums, I'm going to leave a link to his YouTube channel. He's the GOAT. Here we go.
Sound check, Floss. Sound check, Floss. Sound check, Floss.
Now I'm gonna cover the bottom speaker. Top speaker still nice and loud.
Sound check, Floss. Sound check, Floss.
Nice and loud, crystal clear.
Sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Sound check.
This man is a vibe right here.
Sound check. Sound check.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Beatdown Brown. All right, so I got my usual test video queued up, max volume on the speakers, and for everybody that keeps asking me why I use the same video colors, check this out. A little bit of bezels on this. These speakers sound amazing. Now you can cover the bottom and the top, and the sound is still shooting right at you. Now you got a little bit of bezels, but I'll gladly trade those bezels for these speakers. As opposed to having bezel-less and bottom firing speakers, speakers on the front is the way to go. Viewing angles on point. Listen to this though. This is a go. All right, so the next thing I want to talk...
Number 10, Saturn Corporation.
We're proud of this car. It shows what you can do.
when you're willing to start all over again.
Founded in 1985, this brand was the little GM subsidiary that could, until 2010, that is. That was the year in October that all remaining Saturn franchises closed for good. But before that, Saturn LLC distinguished itself as a different kind of car company, with its own models of small family-sized vehicles, beginning with the Saturn SC and SL in the early 90s.
And therefore I was looking for something fun and sporty and sleek and looked like it could possibly take off if given the proper runway.
With the imports and transplants of the Japanese automotive industry being GM's greatest competitor in the compact car market at the time, Saturn didn't only have a proper Tennessee assembly plant, but also a dealership network to call its own.
I liked my Saturn so much, I told my mom she should buy one. She did.
Following model expansion in the 2000s and an unsuccessful deal to sell the brand to Penske, however, Saturn was ultimately discontinued.
So the car that once seemed the future of GM now joins the scrap heap of its past.
Number 9, Hummer.
It's not a car. It's not a truck. It's not just another 4x4. It's a Hummer.
Let's call this entry a cheat, as the Hummer is actually in the midst of a revival, although it's not quite the same vehicle you remember. That's because the Hummer is being reintroduced as an electric brand by General Motors, which is the exact opposite of its gas-guzzling, bigger is better pedigree.
Introducing the next all-electric super truck. The revolutionary GMC Hummer EV SUV.
The classic Hummer brand was a domestic adaptation of a military vehicle known as the Humvee. Its civilian cousin was promoted by action stars such as Arnold Schwarzenegger and tapped into muscular and macho stereotypes of the day. The Hummer was officially liquidated in May of 2010, and time will tell if this kinder, gentler Hummer will share the same fate.
If one can change the world, imagine what two can do.
Number 8, Edsel. It's funny how some car brand names have survived decades despite being in production for only a couple of years.
Unforgettably original. Elegantly styled.
The Edsel is well remembered as a style indicative of the late 50s car culture, despite this Ford subsidiary barely lasting into the 1960s. The car was named after one of Henry Ford's sons and was created in order to compete with rivals Chrysler and General Motors.
It's like falling in love.
You can read about it, hear about it, but you've got to feel it.
The interior design somewhat mirrored that of an airline cockpit, coinciding with the era's fascination with air travel. However, the Edsel's price point couldn't have arrived at a worse time, since a 1957 recession meant that consumers weren't in the market for a reportedly mid-level car with a luxury price, which, adjusted for inflation, was over $20,000.
Discover for yourself the thrill of driving an Edsel. 1958's one really new car.
Number 7, Scion.
I love it. Handles well. It's got plenty of power.
Hey, who remembers the Toyota Scion? Do you also remember the car brand was so desperate to appeal to young people that it aligned itself with extreme heavy metal, even sponsoring a music festival that bore its name? Yup, the Scion Rockfest ran from 2009 to 2014, with free admission in the hopes that fans would somehow associate their good times with potentially purchasing an affordable entry-level model Toyota.
I think what the marketplace is going to say is that's an authentic car.
It didn't work, obviously, as the Scion was discontinued in August of 2016. But fans can always look to their CD collection bearing the Scion AV label logo to remember the lengths this strange car brand took to compete in the market.
It leaves everyone else in the dust.
Number 6, Saab.
It's here! I've got it!
You could be forgiven in believing that the car company Saab was actually still around, since they seem to be so intrinsically linked to the Swedish automobile industry. Sadly, the brand went bust around 2012, but they survived for a number of decades as one of the key options for consumers who wanted more choices other than big-time American or Japanese manufacturers.
Saab. Beyond the conventional.
It should be said, however, that Saab historically was never able to compete in the entry-level market and usually played exclusively with high-end buyers who wanted luxury vehicles at a luxury price tag. Saab owners were loyal, however, and the company hung its hat on the raving fan mentality until the late 2000s when bankruptcy and litigation effectively ended Saab as a viable brand.
Only one aircraft manufacturer makes cars. Sierra, Alpha, Alpha, Bravo, Saab.
Number 5, Studebaker. The Studebaker brand is one of the oldest on the list, with a history dating back to the mid-1800s.
Can the car bite into dust and keep coming back for more? Yes, sir. Can they climb steep hills? You bet.
In the early 20th century, the company produced both electric and gasoline-powered models and soon became known for making one of the most popular and reliable cars of the day.
Big and solid, yet so sleek and graceful.
The company fought to innovate and compete with changing times, however, with the brand limping along as best it could into the 1960s, finally merging with Wagner Electric in 1967.
Different by design. The Studi is a beauty that is different by design.
This takes nothing away from the brand's legacy, however, as the name Studebaker remains intrinsically linked with classic Americana.
For here is the car that heralds the coming new age in motoring.
Number 4, Oldsmobile. There has always been a debate among American car enthusiasts as to whether it's better to buy foreign or domestic.
And for that extra something you can't find anywhere else, take a look at this Oldsmobile original, the Starfire Coupe.
This was especially true in the 1980s, as the market saw automobiles from countries like Japan exploding in popularity throughout the U.S. Oldsmobile could perhaps be seen as one of the casualties of these car wars, a venerable American auto institution with a history dating back to 1897.
This symbol on a new Oldsmobile stands for a very special reputation. This symbol represents a very proud tradition of quality and engineering excellence.
Their cars were incredibly popular, especially with those who felt the need for speed, as the Oldsmobile Rocket V8 engine was souped up for maximum performance.
A line of automobiles with performance so precise, it's virtually unexplainable.
Taste change, however, and as fuel economy and size quickly dominated the conversation, the showy bulkiness of classic Oldsmobiles lost appeal. The brand was finally phased out in 2004.
Oldsmobile got old. It aged. It didn't change with the times. It didn't grab the American consumer the way a lot of other products out there did.
Number 3, Pontiac.
We build excitement.
This was one of the most famous Pontiac slogans, and for quite a while, consumers agreed. Pontiac cars prided themselves on performance, while also serving as a comparatively more affordable arm of the General Motors division.
So it was love at first sight. You could say that.
High-quality V8 engines were the norm for most Pontiac vehicles, although Canadian-manufactured models often received Chevy big blocks for comparable power.
And in a bid to rescue GM, the U.S. government will be investing $30 billion in the company on top of the $20 billion already lent to it.
Despite their popularity, Pontiac, along with Saturn, Hummer, and Saab, became a victim of the restructuring of General Motors at the end of the 2000s, with the last of its kind rolling off the assembly line in January of 2010.
The Pontiac brand will be phased out as part of a reduction plan that also includes the elimination of 21,000 U.S. factory jobs.
Number 2, Plymouth. The late 1920s saw the introduction of the Plymouth brand of automobiles into the Chrysler Corporation as a viable option for consumers that were increasingly looking to Ford and Chevy for affordable cars.
Oh, I've seen these beauties on the street before, but this is the first chance I've had to get close up to one.
This was a smart move, especially during the Great Depression, as Plymouth vehicles sold briskly during this difficult time. However, you may know one particular model of Plymouth more than the rest.
Plymouth is out to win you over this year.
We're talking about the Plymouth Fury, first introduced in 1956 and popularized for many in the John Carpenter horror classic Christine. Sales struggled for Plymouth by the late 90s, however, with the brand ultimately biting the dust in 2001.
One clever idea after another. That's Plymouth.
Number 3, Burger Chef.
Nowhere else but Burger Chef. Nowhere else but Burger Chef.
You may be very familiar with all the main names in the fast food burger wars out there, from McDonald's and Wendy's to Burger Chef. Wait, you've never heard of Burger Chef?
You're gonna love our burgers.
Open wide America, you never can forget. You get more to like at Burger Chef.
Well, at one time, this fast food brand was so popular that it had its sights set firmly on those golden arches. One of the reasons for its success? It was the first chain to offer a kids' meal.
There's more to life at Burger Chef.
You're incredibly better!
The company even tried suing McDonald's when the Happy Meal was introduced back in '79, claiming the idea was too close to its own. The Burger Chef branding also included plenty of commercials, as well as a cast of cartoon mascots, including Count Fangburger.
Fang salad. I'm happy. What you going to get at Burger Chef? Delicious food in a happy place.
Incredible!
The chain was sold by its parent company, with many remaining restaurants converting into Hardee's. Number 2, Wags. What do you think of when the Walgreens brand of pharmacy and convenience chains comes to mind? How about sit-down dining? Well, that was the idea behind Wags, a franchise of 24-hour diner-type establishments owned and operated by the Walgreens folks.
Today's a great day for Wags.
They were around primarily during the 1970s and 80s and tried like hell to compete with other big names in that market, such as Denny's. Unfortunately for Walgreens, the idea of eating in a place that shares similar iconography as the place where you grab cold medicine didn't take, and Wags was sold to the Marriott Hotel Corporation in 1988. Any remaining Wags locations were eventually shuttered and turned into places like Shoney's or IHOP. Number 5, Dos Equis. The primary beer of Mexico is undoubtedly Dos Equis. It certainly helps that its ad campaign went viral in the early 2010s through the most interesting man in the world meme.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
That alone has caused the popularity of Dos Equis to spike amongst the younger generations. This beer is made by Cuauhtémoc Moctezuma Brewery, which set up shop in Monterrey, Mexico back in 1890. The name Dos Equis comes from the Spanish for 2 X's, which is a reference to its earlier name, Siglo XX. Mexico is home to many internationally renowned beers, including Corona and Bohemia, but Dos Equis' light, appetizing taste and its incredible ad campaign may just trump them all.
Find out what it is in life that you don't do well, and then don't do that thing.
Number 1, DeLorean. It's the most easily recognizable car brand on this list, thanks to its inclusion in one of the most popular film franchises ever made, Back to the Future.
Doc! Marty, you made it!
Yeah!
Welcome to my latest experiment. This is the big one, the one I've been waiting for all my life.
Well, it's a DeLorean, right?
Bear with me, Marty. All your questions will be answered.
We're talking, of course, about the DeLorean Company, who only made one car, the iconic design that bore the name of its founder, John DeLorean.
You don't do a thing like this for the money. You do it because you love doing it.
They were notable for their sleek appearance, gull-wing doors, and poor performance. A total style over substance aesthetic that made the car, for better or worse, eternally associated with the excessive 1980s.
Drive the DeLorean. Live the dream today.
The company was woefully mismanaged as well, with cars being assembled in Northern Ireland with a largely inexperienced crew.
I think now is for all of us to do our jobs and to be sure that we do it professionally. If the car is as good as the consumer thinks it should be, we're never going to have a problem.
Meanwhile, John DeLorean himself was arrested in 1982 on drug trafficking charges, and the DeLorean was a bust by 1982.
All right. Welcome to CGR Garage, broadcasting from space. This is the Porsche Cayman S from the Hot Wheels Speed Machines series with a white paint job and black racing stripes. It says Porsche Design Edition 1 on the side, and also has a gray interior with fancy black wheels, but a plastic bottom. The Speed Machines cars from Hot Wheels are typically a couple bucks more than the standard Hot Wheels, so I would expect a die-cast metal bottom, but they give us plastic. However, it does have a fancier than average paint job. And those black wheels, which look great with the white paint. But it's the Porsche Cayman S, which is the step-up car from the Boxer. When you're not quite ready to invest in the Porsche 911, you go with the Cayman S. So it's just not quite as attractive as a 911. No matter how you look at this thing, it's not a 911. This one also has a front and rear license plate, which, if I look really closely, says S something GO 4004. So has this car conquered 4004 volcanoes? It could have been a really roof. I guess we'll never know unless we look at this car a week later and see that the license plate has changed to 4005 and there's one less volcano in the world. Then we'll know who did it. It's the Porsche Cayman S in the Speed Machines series from Hot Wheels by Mattel.
Depleted uranium could cause a genocide for the population there, but she expressed concern that Ukrainians are not really fully aware of the potential impact of the use of...
It is an American brand of oral hygiene products, including toothpastes, toothbrushes, electric toothbrushes, and mouthwashes. The brand has been in business since the invention of the Hudson toothbrush in 1950. 1950 to 1965, there is a dark blue oval shape, and inside it there are the words Oral-B in toothbrush in white text. 1965 to 1980, there is a blue oval shape, and inside it there are the words Oral and B in white text. 1980 to 2008, there is a blue oval shape on a white outline, and inside it there are the words Oral and B in white text. Here is the print version, the inverted version, and a commercial.
There's a new pulse in the world. Oral-B Pulsar. A whole new kind of manual brush. Micropulse bristles pivot and pulse deep between teeth for a truly superior clean. Oral-B Pulsar.
2008 to the present, the outline is now blue, and the shape is now 3D. Here is a commercial.
I asked my dentist which cleans better, an electric toothbrush or a manual one. She said definitely electric. Get the one with the round brush head.
Go Pro with Oral-B Power. Oral-B's rounded brush head surrounds each tooth to break up plaque and rotates to sweep it away.
My teeth feel super smooth and really clean.
Oral-B. Brush like a pro.
2020 to the present, the outline has been removed, and the shape is now in a blue gradient. Here is a commercial.
My hygienist cleans with a round head. So does my Oral-B. My hygienist personalizes my cleaning. So does my Oral-B. My hygienist uses just the right pressure. And so does my Oral-B.
Oral-B combines a dentist-inspired brush head with the gentle energy of micro vibrations for the wow of a professional clean feel every day.
My mouth says, wow. And so does my Oral-B.
Okay, now I'm gonna talk about Lorimar Television. It was an American production company that was later a subsidiary of Warner Bros. 1971 to 1978, here we have the logo of the first Lorimar Television's name, Lorimar Productions. There are the letters L and P in dark blue text connect to each other. Here is an intro. 1978 to 1988, there is the word Lorimar in yellow text. Here is an intro. 1986 to 1988, here we have the logo of the second Lorimar Television's name, Lorimar Telepictures. The word Lorimar is now in black text, and on the right of it there is the word Telepictures in black text. Here is an intro. (1988 to 1993), they finally changed its name to Lorimar Television. There is the word Lorimar in black text, and under it there is a red rectangle, and inside it there is the word television in white text. Here is an intro. Alright, now I'm gonna talk about Castle Home Video. It was the video imprint of the English independent record label Castle Communications, which went defunct in 2007. 1987 to 1992, there is a black rectangle, and inside it there is the word castle in green text, and under this rectangle there is a background with clouds, and under this background there is a black rectangle, and inside it there is the word vision in green text. Here is an intro. (1989 to 1990), there is a green rectangle, and on it there are two blue lines, and on them there are three blue arrows, and under them there is a dark green rectangle, and inside it there is the word castle in green text, and under it there is a green rectangle, and inside it there is the word vision in dark green text. Here is an intro. (1990 to 1992), there are three arrows, one red, one yellow and one blue, and on them there are two black shapes, and on them there are the words castle and video in white text. 1990 to 1998, there is a black gradient rectangle, and on it there are 3 blue gradient arrows, and on them there is a blue ring, and under the rectangle there is a red line, and under it there are the words Castle, Home and Video in black text. Here is an intro. (1995 to 2007), there is a red, yellow, green, and blue gradient shape, and on it there are the words Castle, Home and Video in white text. Here is an intro. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about CBS Media Ventures. It is the syndication arm of Viacom, founded in August of 2006, when CBS folded its King World and CBS Paramount domestic television arms into a new entity. 2006 to 2007, here we have the logo of the first CBS Media Ventures name, CBS Paramount Domestic Television. There is the CBS logo that consists in a black circle inside a black shape, and on the right of the logo, there are the words CBS and Paramount in black text, and in 2 different fonts, and under them there are 2 black lines, and under them there are the words Domestic and Television in black text, and on the right of them, there is the Paramount logo that consists in 22 black stars, and under them there is a black circle, and inside it, there is the word Paramount in white text, and under it, there is a white mountain. Here is an intro. 2007 to 2021, here we have the logo of the second CBS Media Ventures name, CBS Television Distribution. There is the CBS logo, and on the right of it, there is the word CBS in black text, and on the right of it, there are the words Television and Distribution in black text. Here is the stacked version, a variant and an intro. From 2021 to the present, they changed its name to CBS Media Ventures. There is a dark blue CBS logo, and on the right of it, there is the word CBS in dark blue text, and on the right of it, there are the words Media and Ventures in gray text. Here is the print version, a variant and an intro. Alright, now I'm gonna talk about Apple Maps. It is a web mapping service developed by Apple Incorporated. 2007 to 2012, there is a map, and on it there are 2 yellow lines representing streets, and on one of them there is a red shape, and under it, there is a blue shape, and inside it, there is a white number 280. 2012 to 2013, there is a map, and on it there is a yellow line, and on it there is a red and blue shape on a white outline, and inside it, there is a white number 280, and on the right of the shape there is a white line, and on it, there is a blue circle which has a white arrow inside it, and coming out from the circle, there is a blue line. 2013 to 2017, there is a map, and on it there is a red and blue shape on a white outline, and inside it, there is a white number 280, and on the right of the shape there are some white lines, and on them there is a blue circle with a white arrow on it, and coming out from the circle, there is a blue line. Here is the macOS version and the watchOS. 2017 to the present, there is a map, and on it there is a yellow line, and on it there is a red and blue shape on a blue outline, with the white number 280 inside it, and also on the yellow line there is a white line, and on it, there is a blue circle with a white arrow on it, and coming out from the blue circle, there is a blue line. Here is the macOS version. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about Direct Line. It is an insurance company based in Bromley, England. 1985 to 1996, there is a black rounded rectangle, and inside it, there is a black rounded square made out of black lines, and on it, there is a white telephone, and on the right of the square, there are the words Direct Line and Insurance made out of black lines. Here is the blue version and a commercial.
Oh dear, what shall we do now, Noddy?
Don't worry, I'm insured with Direct Line.
But you haven't hit anything.
No, apart from being much cheaper, Direct Line gives me a free number to call to get help.
Oh.
All you do is pick up the nearest phone.
You mean like this, Noddy?
Sort of, Mr. Tubby Bear.
Direct Line Insurance from the Royal Bank of Scotland. Now cheaper motor insurance isn't just make-believe. Call Free Phone Direct Line Insurance for a free quote.
1996 to 2000, there is a red telephone on 4 wheels, and under it there is a blue rounded shape, and inside it, there are the words direct and line made out of blue lines. Here is a commercial.
You want your savings to be safe and secure while they earn a high rate of interest, but does that mean you have to lock them away for up to 90 days? Not if you save with Direct Line. High interest and instant access aren't the only benefits either. The more savings you have, the higher our rates get. You can pool your savings with family or friends to reach even higher returns. And of course, with Direct Line, everything is done from the comfort of your own home. So, if you want high interest and instant access, call us now on 0181 667 1121.
2000 to 2006, there is a red telephone on wheels, and under it there is a blue curved line, and on it, there are the words direct and line in blue text. Here is a variant in the commercial.
Would you like a mortgage that'll work for you, whatever happens? Then call Direct Line on 0800 051 3333.
If you find yourself in a bit of a squeeze, you can reduce your payments. Or even stop them altogether.
If you find yourself better off, you can increase them and pay off your mortgage sooner.
And of course, you get a great introductory rate.
Which is what you'd expect from an award-winning mortgage lender.
Sounds good.
Well, it gets better. Direct Line will refund your valuation costs.
And if you're simply switching lenders, they'll pay your legal fees too.
You don't even have to fill out a single form.
You can do it just by picking up the phone.
Whether you're moving house or just moving your mortgage, take the Direct Line to a flexible mortgage now. Free phone 0800 051 3333. That's 0800 051 3333.
2005 to 2014, there is a red telephone on wheels, and on the right of it, there is a red mouse on wheels, and under it, there are the words direct and line in black text, and under them there is a red line. Here is the horizontal version, the icon and the commercial.
This is me, Tom, and my twin brother, Jack.
We go for a run tomorrow? Yeah,
We drive identical cars, which were both hit by uninsured drivers.
They're uninsured?
We're both covered by major insurers, but that's where it all went wrong for Jack. He lost his no-claims bonus and had to pay an excess, whereas I'm with Direct Line. I kept my no-claims bonus and saved 25% on my car insurance.
You could save up to 25% on your car insurance. Just call 0845 246 3205. Direct Line.
2014 to 2020, the font has changed. Here is the horizontal version, the icon, the wordmark and the commercial.
La tua auto sceglierebbe Direct Line.
Cara, ti vedo con le gomme depresse, problemi di polliccia. Il tuo autista ti trascura. Il mio invece mi ha assicurato su directline.it e ha cominciato subito a risparmiare. Con gli sconti Silver, Gold e Platinum, più garanzia aggiungi, più il tuo sconto aumenta. Puoi arrivare al 20%. Io ho scelto Platinum, mi si addice, no? Lo so, sta così bene con la mia cofana nuova. Benzinaio!
Fai un preventivo su directline.it.
2020 to the present, there is a red telephone on wheels, and under it, there are the words direct and line in black text, and under them there is a red line. Here is the horizontal version, the icon and the commercial.
When your tenants have a burst pipe, superheroes crashing through the wall isn't going to help anyone. With Direct Line Landlord Emergency added to your policy, we're on it to send a rather super plumber and guarantee they'll use the doorbell. Your tenants call us, we call them, they're on the job within 4 hours. We can also assemble locksmiths, glaziers, electricians and drainage engineers. We solve problems, you save money. Come direct for landlord insurance. We're on it. Direct Line.
Alright, now I'm gonna talk about Saban Brands. It is an American investment firm based in Los Angeles, California, focused on media, entertainment, and communications investments. 2010 to 2017, there is a red ring, and inside it there are 3 red lines, and on the right of the ring, there are the words Saban Brands and LLC in red and black text. Here is a variant and an intro. (2017 to 2018), the ring is now a circle in gold, the lines are now white, the word LLC has been removed, and the text is in golden text. Here is the print version, the stacked version and an intro. Alright, now I'm gonna talk about Marvista Entertainment. It is an American production company based in Westwood, Los Angeles, California. 2003 to 2012, there is a background with of ocean and cliff, and on the background, there is the word Marvista in white text, and under the background, there is the word entertainment in black text. Here is an intro. (2012 to 2017), there is a sun and on it there is a white cliff, and under it, there is a reflection of the sun, and under all these things, there are the words Marvista and entertainment in black text. Here is the horizontal version and an intro. (2017 to the present), the font has changed, and the sun is whiter. Here is an intro. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about WFTV. It is an ABC-affiliated television station licensed to Orlando, Florida, United States. 1958 to 1959, here we have the logo of the first WFTV's name, WLOF-TV. There are the words WLOF TV and Orlando in black text, and on the right of them there is a target, and on the target there is a cat with a bow and arrow. Here is a variant. 1959 to 1960, there is a white TV, and inside it there are the words the picture of and pleasure in black text, and under the TV, there are the words WLOF and TV in black text, and on the right of it, there is a black number 9, and inside the number 9, there is the word channel in black text. 1960 to 1961, there is a camera and on it there are the words WLOF and TV in black text, and on the right of them, there is a black letter and inside the letter, there is the word ABK in black text, and on the right of the camera, there is a black shape, and inside it, there are the words channel and 9 in white text. 1961 to 1963, there is the word powerful in white text, and under it there are the words WLOF and TV in white text, and on the right of them there is a white dot, and on the right of it, there is the word ABK, and on the right of it, there is a white number 9. 1963 to 1967, they changed its name to WFTV. There are the words powerful and 9 in black text, and under them there is the word WFTV in black and white text, and under it, there is a black line and connected to it there is a black circle, and inside it, there is the word ABK in white text. 1967 to 1988, there is the word WFTV in black text, and under it there is a black number 9, and on it there is a white circle, and inside it, there is the word ABK in black text, and under the number 9, there is the word Orlando in black text. Here is the icon, the orange version, a variant and a bumper.
Route 66, an American classic, every Sunday night at 11:30 on WFTV Channel 9.
1988 to 1995, there are the words WFTV and Orlando in white text, and on the right of them there is a red rectangle, and inside it, there is a white number 9. Here is the icon and a bumper.
WFTV Orlando, live from Central Florida's news leader, Barbara West, Ken Tyndall, Burdette Bullock's entertainment news, and Steve Jerby's backyard weather. This is Live at 5.
Good afternoon, our top story.
1995 to 1997, there is a blue rectangle, and inside it, there is the word WFTV in white text, and on the right of the rectangle there is a red rectangle, and inside it, there is a white number 9, and under the rectangles, there are 2 yellow lines, and between them, there are the words Central Florida's news and leader in black text. Here is a bumper.
WFTV Orlando, live from Channel 9, Central Florida's news leader. Barbara West, Ken Tyndall, and Danny Trainer with weather. This is Eyewitness News at noon.
1997 to 2011, there is a red rectangle, and inside it, there is a white number 9, and under the rectangle, there is the word WFTV in blue text. Here is a variant and a bumper.
From WFTV Channel 9, Orlando, Central Florida's news leader. With Bob Opsahl and Marla Weech, Glenn Richards weather, and Pat Clark with sports. This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 6.
2011 to 2016, there is the word WFTV in blue text, and on the right of it there is a red rectangle, and inside it there is a white number 9, and on the right of the rectangle there is a black 3D circle, and inside it there is the word ABK in white text. Here is a variant and a bumper.
This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 11. Coverage you can count on.
2016 to the present, the word ABK and the circle have been removed, and the logo is now 2D. Here is a variant and a bumper.
This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 6. Coverage you can count on.
Okay, now I'm gonna talk about Vremya. It is the main evening newscast in Russia, airing on Channel 1 Russia and previously on Program 1 of the Central Television of the USSR. 1968 to 1970, there are the words TB and CCCP in white text, and on the right of them there is a white letter B, and on it there is an antenna, and on the right of the letter B there are some words in Russian in white text, and under them there is the word Vremya in white text. Here is a bumper. 1970 to 1974, there is a word in Russian in gray text, and on the right of it there is a black sphere, and behind it there is a gray letter B, and under it there are some words in Russian in gray text, and under it there is the word Vremya in gray text. 1974 to 1980, there is a blue shape, and inside it there is a blue letter B. 1974 to 1975, there is a red circle, and on it there is a black rectangle, and on it there is a blue circle, and on it there is a white letter B, and on the right of the circle there are some words in Russian in white text, and under them there is the word Vremya in white text. Here is a bumper. (1975 to 1979), there are some words in Russian in black text, and between them there is the word Vremya in black text. Here is a bumper. (1979 to 1980), the font has changed, the words on the top and the bottom are now curved, and the word Vremya is now in yellow text. 1980 to 1986, there are some words in Russian in white text, and under it there is the word Vremya in white text. 1980 to 1984, there is a building, and on the right of it there is the word Vremya in red text, and under it there are some words in Russian in red text. 1984 to 1986, the logo is darker. Here is an intro. (1986 to 1990), there is a red and yellow star, and on the right of it there is an earth, and under it there is the word Vremya in yellow text on a blue outline, and surrounding everything there is a white ring. Here is an intro. (1990 to 1991), there is the word Vremya in black text. Here is the golden version, a variant and an intro. (1991 to 1991), the font has changed, and the text is now in golden text. Here is the 2D version and a variant. 1994 to 1996, there is a white shape, and on it there is a blue shape on a white outline, and under the white shape there is the word Vremya in white text. 1994 to 1996, there is the word Vremya in black text. Here is the blue version. 1996 to 1998, the font has changed. Here is an intro. (1998 to 1999), the font has changed again. Here is an intro. (1999 to 2000), the font has changed once again, and now under the word Vremya there are some words in Russian in black text. Here is the word mark. 2000 to 2001, the words on the bottom have changed. 2001 to 2008, there is the word Vremya in light blue text. Here is the word mark and an intro. (2004 to 2018) on screen, and 2008 to 2018, the font has changed, and the text is now in black text. Here is an intro. (2018 to the present), there is the word Vremya in white text on a red background. Here is the word mark and an intro. Alright, now I'm gonna talk about the Program Exchange. It is a German national and international television news service produced by the editorial staff of Art Actual on behalf of the German public service television network ARD. 1954 to 1956, there is the word Tagesschau in black text. Here is an intro. (1956 to 1964), there are 5 white circles, and in the middle of them there are the words Deutsches and Fernsehen in white text, and on the right of them, there are 6 white antennas, and under them there is the word Tagesschau in white text. Here is the word mark and an intro.
Hier ist das deutsche Fernsehen mit der Tagesschau. Anschließend die Wetterkarte.
(1965 to 1970), there is the word Art in white text, and under it there are the words Deutsches and Fernsehen in white text, and on the right of them there are 6 white antennas, and under them, there is the word Tagesschau in white text. Here is an intro.
Hier ist das deutsche Fernsehen mit der Tagesschau.
(1970 to 1973), there are 6 white antennas, and under them, there is the word Tagesschau in yellow text on a black outline. Here is an intro.
Hier ist das deutsche Fernsehen mit der Tagesschau.
(1973 to 1978), there is a blue world map, and on it there are a bunch of blue lines, and under them there is the Tagesschau in yellow text on a blue outline. Here is the word mark and an intro.
Hier ist das deutsche Fernsehen mit der Tagesschau.
(1978 to 1984), there is a green world map, and on it there is the word Tagesschau in yellow text. Here is an intro.
Hier ist das deutsche Fernsehen mit der Tagesschau.
(1984 to 1994), the word Tagesschau is now in golden text. Also, the map and the text are now 3D. Here is an intro.
Hier ist das erste deutsche Fernsehen mit der Tagesschau.
1994 to 1996, the map is now made of little square, and the word Tagesschau isn't filled anymore. Here is an intro.
Hier ist das erste deutsche Fernsehen mit der Tagesschau.
(1997 to 2003), there is a blue map, and on it there is the word Tagesschau in white text, except the Schau part is in bold text. Here is the word mark and an intro.
Hier ist das erste deutsche Fernsehen mit der Tagesschau.
(2003 to the present), there is the word Tagesschau in black text, except the Schau part is in bold text, and on the right of the text there is a black circle, and inside it, there is a black number 1. Here is an intro.
Hier ist das erste deutsche Fernsehen mit der Tagesschau.
2014 to the present, there is blue rounded square, and inside it there is a blue globe, and on it there is a white circle, and inside it, there is a white number 1, and on the right of the rounded square, there is the word Tagesschau in white text, except the Schau part is in bold text. Here is an intro.
Hier ist das erste deutsche Fernsehen mit der Tagesschau. Heute im Studio Linda Zervakis.
Recognize the admission of Finland and Sweden to NATO, because we all know that, looking from an historical perspective, NATO members have brought their national issues to the...
The all-new 2023 Kia Niro continues the Niro philosophy of delivering subcompact SUV-style utility in a front-wheel drive 5-door package with graduated levels of battery assistance available, from standard hybrid to plug-in hybrid and even full electric. This standard hybrid showcases the same 1.6-liter i4 engine as before, with a 32-kilowatt electric motor sandwiched between it and the 6-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. Output still 139 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. The PHEV adds a more powerful 62-kilowatt electric motor and larger battery for up to 33 miles of EV-only driving. We'll have a complete test of the full EV in the coming weeks, with its 253-mile range up 14 from last gen's 239. Our Niro hybrid, with minimal battery assistance and low horsepower, is not about getting to point B as quick as possible. Indeed, it took us a lengthy 9.2 seconds to reach 60. Still, that's a bit quicker than last gen, despite the same powertrain. The PHEV, with a lot more electric boost, should be at least a second quicker. The small gas engine really sounds like it's working overtime, so we do appreciate that Kia still prefers a true 6-speed automatic over a CVT. Not that it's any faster, it just makes for much calmer acceleration, taking us 17.1 seconds at 82 miles per hour in the quarter mile. Kia has certainly upped their handling game in recent years, and even this Niro, which makes no claims of being a performance car, behaved smooth and easy in our handling course. There was minimal body roll, along with good balance and grip, all providing a surprisingly fun trip through the cones. The Niro is plenty nimble and maneuverable in daily use, too. It has adequate power for highway merging, though it does even better in city traffic, where the subtle electric assistance has you off from a light quicker than expected. There's also a new green zone drive mode that uses navigation data to prepare for when it's appropriate to switch to battery power for known low-speed situations. With every interior dimension seeing an increase, the Niro certainly doesn't feel so subcompact anymore. Plus, there's a nice-sized sunroof to add to the generous cabinosity. The parametric interior theme is similar to the EV6's and includes many of the same controls. Good comfort in the front seats with some funky shaped headrests that would give Volvo a run for their money. Rear seat legroom was generous before, it's even more so now, and that's with additional cargo space too. 22.8 cubic feet up from 22.4 and a max of 63.7 cubic feet with the rear seats folded. Our SX Touring Tester is top of the line and comes with dual 10-inch displays, one for infotainment and one for instruments, plus Harman Kardon premium audio, aluminum pedals, and interior lighting that goes beyond ambient into more disco territory. Outside, there are 18-inch wheels, LED projector headlamps, and a power liftgate. Wheelbase rises from 106.3 to 107.1 inches. Overall length from 171.5 inches to 174. So that's a lot longer than Ford's EcoSport, but still shorter than a Honda HR-V. Kia has gone out of their way to give Niro a more purposeful vibe, with faux skid plates, lower body cladding, and exaggerated fenders. But we're not exactly sure what kind of vibe the large pieces of black plastic on the D-pillars are supposed to portray, though these arrow blades can be painted in body color if you prefer. Government fuel economy ratings are 53 city, 45 highway, and 49 combined. Our hybrid's test loop came in at 46.7 miles per gallon of regular. There is a great energy impact score, 6.1 barrels of oil yearly with 3 tons of CO2 emissions. Pricing starts at $27,915 for a base LX and tops out at SX Touring, which starts at $36,215. The new Niro may not offer all-wheel drive or boast off-road chops, but our 2023 Kia Niro Hybrid delivered plenty of city-fied utility in a small package that doesn't feel so small anymore. Plus, it looks and drives great. And with PHEV and full EV versions also available, the Niro only looks better from here.
Such munitions on their territory. They're only being told that the West is
platform of the alliance whenever any particular topic came to the agenda.
Let's to thank one of our sponsors, Farmers Insurance.
It's all you.
No, I insist.
It's your turn.
No, but I think it's your turn.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Go.
I appreciate your appreciation. It fills me.
Safe drivers save money with Farmers.
Just for driving safely?
It's a Farmers policy perk. Get Farmers and you can get a safe driver discount simply for having a clean driving record for 3 years.
Come on. After you.
After you.
Safety first.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.